The topic which we are going to discuss is solution to differential equations of an LTI system, where the generalized expression for a differential equation will be like this. Summation k varies from 0 to n. A suffix k d to the power of k y of t divided by dt to the power of k is equal to summation k varies from 0 to m b suffix k dk x of t divided by dt to the power of k, where k varies from 0 to n over here and 0 to m over there. Right now, if I try to split it up, this will be the equivalent expression with respect to LHS, and correspondingly if I split this from 0 to m, this also gets splitted up in this way. Wherever a y of t is there all x of t will be present in the RHS of this particular equation. Now in order to solve a differential equation, in order to solve this equation, this sort of equation, the final result will be in terms of y of t. Right now, that y of t will be having some expression, some solution. Okay, now the total response y of t can be obtained by adding two responses. One is natural response denoted by y to the power of n of t plus forced response y to the power of f of t. The sum of natural response and forced response give me the complete solution y of t. Right now, this is natural response notation and this is forced response notation, and this is the sum of these two gives me the complete solution y of t. Now individually let us come to know how to compute natural response, and individually let us know how to compute the forced response, and finally let us try to compute the total response by computing both the natural and forced response collectively. Okay, so therefore from now on, whenever you are asked to solve the differential equation, as I told you before, differential equation is for x of t, difference equation is for x of n. Right now we are trying to solve the differential equation which is in continuous domain. Right now let us start with the numerical, where we can able to understand the different concepts in that numerical itself. Find the natural response for the system described by the differential equation is the question asked. Okay, I repeat the question. Find the natural response for the system described by the differential equation 5 d by dt of y of t plus 10 into y of t equals 2 into x of t, given y of 0 is equal to 3. Right now, this will be the type of question, a differential equation question that will be given in the examination. This is just an example of it. Right now, it includes 5 into d by dt of y of t, a first order differentiation, plus 10 into y of t is equal to 2 into x of t. This is a differential equation. Whenever you see d by dt, it is a differential equation, or whenever you see t, it is with respect to differential equation, is equal to 2 into x of t, y of 0 is equal to 3. They are giving the initial condition. This we call it as initial condition, y of 0, y of 1, y of 2, etc., etc., or y of minus 1, whatever it is. If the value of t is been replaced by any constant and the entire that particular expression will be given with some constant value, then it is called as an initial condition. Therefore, the initial condition is also been given in this question. Okay, where y of 0 is equal to 3. Now they are asking us to find natural response for this differential equation. The first and foremost thing that we need to know in this particular natural response is this natural response is also called as zero input response. Okay, even though the input is been given in this question, while solving to get the natural response, we are supposed to make this input x of t equal to 0. Therefore, natural response is also called as zero input response, and forced response is called as zero state response. Okay, we will come to know that when we deal with forced response. Okay, now to get the solution, the first and foremost thing that we are supposed to do is to write the characteristic equation. First step is to write the characteristic equation. First step, I'll just try to mention the steps over here. First step, write the characteristic equation. How to write the characteristic equation? By substituting this, by writing this, by making this substitution of x of t is equal to 0. As I told you before, by making input equal to 0, the solution is natural response. Okay, therefore 5 d by dt of y of t plus 10 y of t is equal to, as I told you, we should make this as 0. Now this is what we call it as the characteristic equation, or also called as homogeneous equation. Let this be equation 1. Now we are supposed to substitute wherever the differentials are there. Say for example, in general, d to the power of k divided by dt to the power of k into y of t has to be replaced by r to the power of k. If this is a first ordered differentiation, then r to the power of 1. If this is a second ordered differentiation, say for example d square by dt square of y of t, then this will be r square. If this is d cube y of t divided by dt cube, then this is equal to r to the power of 3. Likewise, wherever the differentials are there, we need to substitute. If there are no differentials, then d to the power of 0 will be the equivalent to that. Therefore r to the power of 0, which is equal to 1. Right, now in this homogeneous equation, we have one differentiation. Therefore it will be 5 into r to the power of 1, because d to the power of k value here is 1, therefore r to the power of 1 is r, plus 10 into r to the power of 0, because there is no differential element here, k will be 0, therefore y of t will be alone. Therefore 10 y of t, nothing need to be substituted. Y of t, there is no differential element, therefore r to the power of 0, which is equal to 0. This equation is called as characteristic equation. Equation 2 is called as characteristic equation. Now we need to solve this characteristic equation. You can make use of calculators. Let's say for example, this is ax plus b is equal to c, right? Or ax plus b equal to 0, some sort of quadratic equation. We need to solve this quadratic equation. After solving this quadratic equation, we will be getting the solution as r is equal to -2. Now based on this root, this is called as root or roots. Since there is only one root, this can be a root. Okay, simple root. There will be no plural, right? Now the root of this equation is real and distinct. There is no complex value, isn't it? And the root is not at all repeating. There is only one root, and even if there are more number of roots, if it is not repeating, that such type of roots are called as real and distinct. Now since only one root we have obtained from this solution by solving this equation, the root is real and distinct. If the root is real and distinct, then the natural response y of n of t will take the form c1 e to the power of r1 into t. Since only one root is there, we need to stop at this point. If we get two roots upon solving this quadratic equation, if we were getting two roots r1 and r2, then c1 e to the power of r1 into t plus c2 into e to the power of r2 into t, so on and so forth, depending upon the number of roots that we will obtain. Now upon substituting the value of r, it is c. There will be no c1 because only one root. Therefore c e to the power of r1 value is -2. Therefore e to the power of -2 into t is the expression of natural response. Now we have one unknown c here. Therefore we need to find the value of c. Let this be equation 3. Okay. Now we need to solve to obtain the value of c over there, right? Therefore this need to be solved. Now how to continue further? By substituting y of 0, by substituting into this equation 3, wherever t is there we need to substitute t is equal to 0. Therefore y to the power of n of t, where t need to be replaced by 0, because in the question they have given the initial condition y of 0 is equal to 3. Therefore we need to apply that initial condition over here. Therefore this becomes y to the power of n of 0 is equal to, here c e to the power of minus 2 into 0, right? Therefore y to the power of n of 0 is equal to c into e to the power of 0. Therefore this is equal to 1, that is equal to c. 1 into c is c. What is y of 0 that has been given? It is 3. Therefore c is equal to 3 according to the given condition, according to the given initial condition. To this equation, to the general expression of the natural response equation, we need to substitute the initial condition in order to get the constant values. If there are two constant values here, we need to, obviously there two initial conditions would have been given. Therefore upon substituting those two initial conditions, we could able to find the values of c. Then upon obtaining these results, we need to substitute into this general equation, equation 3. Therefore equation 3 becomes y to the power of n of t is equal to, c value is 3, therefore 3 e to the power of minus 2t is the solution or is the natural response for the given differential equation. This equation 4 is the natural response of the given differential equation. Right, now this is how we can able to find. So based on here, we need to remember three important points. First step is to write the characteristic equation, right? And the second step is to substitute with respect to the degree of the differential by r to the power of k. Therefore this is the second step. After substitution we will be getting this equation with respect to the given differential equation. Upon substituting r, we will be obtaining one quadratic equation. Upon solving that quadratic equation, we will be getting the roots. Now based on the type of roots, this is third step, which is also very important. Based on the type of root, we need to take the natural response into different form. If the roots are real and distinct, the first type, real and distinct, it is ci e to the power of ri into t, where it is under summation. Nothing to worry about it. Simply if there are two roots, plus c2 e to the power of r2 into t will be there in this particular expression. Therefore upon substituting those roots, we will be getting this general expression of natural response, and based on the given initial condition, where this we need to consider, and we need to substitute t is equal to 0, because the initial condition that is been given there is y of 0. Therefore upon substituting t is equal to 0, we will be getting c e to the power of minus 2 into 0 is c e to the power of 0. Therefore it is equal to c, where c will be equal to 3 because y of 0 is given as 3 in the question. Therefore this LHS will be 3 and RHS will be c. Therefore c is equal to 3. Upon substituting this constant c is equal to 3 in the given, in the obtained general form of the natural response, we will be getting this expression y n of t is equal to 3 e to the power of minus 2t. This is the equation of natural response, right? Now similarly, the second example, let us see the second example of this obtaining the natural response. Second example, same question. Find the natural response of the system described by the differential equation d square y of t divided by dt square plus 3 into d by dt of y of t plus 2 into y of t is equal to x of t plus d by dt of x of t, right? Now this is the given question, and